Protection Initiative, IEPI, was established out of the pressing need to bridge the gap in sharing the environmental journey or the Shekiri people with the world, reflecting both past and present reality with hope for a brighter future. Today, June 5th holds special significance as it marks the annual observance of World Environmental Day. The IEPI is embarking on an awareness program entitled Advocating for the Rights of the Rivers in the Face of Land Reclamation. In Pessu Community to passionately raise awareness and stand against the unlawful disposal of domestic, market, and industrial waste into the river. It may surprise many that we are discussing the rights of rivers, particularly in relation to issues surrounding land. As highlighted by UNEP, for those who may be puzzled by this topic, I encourage you to dive into deeper thoughts to understand that we are still discussing land and its development through recreation, but with a focus on the negative impacts when it is not properly carried out around riverbanks. This improper land use poses threats to the rights of the river.
You are dumping might be very useful to somebody. I saw somebody that was throwing out this mattress. He was to dump it. Somebody else said, "Madam, I beg, give me, my children to use and sleep." Now, to her, it's a waste, but to the other woman, it's very useful. Talking about waste and our river, I believe that waste in land is not as harmful as waste in the river. The waste in the river will go into the belly of the fish, and the fish will go into the belly of the man. Now the polluted fish goes into the belly of the man.
The right of river into, in the sense that when the river is polluted, there will be land pollution, there will be water pollution, there will be air pollution, and everything around us will go into drought. And that's why I thank you for this initiative that you came up with. I thank the Shekiri Environmental Protection Initiative that have come up to help in protecting the environment. This work is synergy. The environment, the people, the government, and the community, and the organizations that have brought themselves out to make sure that everything works out well. And when we put this into consideration, we'll find out that this river, to protect the river,
don't go to the river. Because then they use this notion to tell us that the gods will be angry with you if you go to the river. And there are some certain river you don't dispose waste because the gods of the community will be what? Angry with you. That was, to them, that is what they believe. But they are trying to what? Preserve the water. Because a lot of persons do fishing, fish farming, and they drink from that water. So because of those laws has now been outdated because of Christianity, and I believe Christianity has come now to help us, you know. But that law, we are helping the people of the community, the occupants of the community then. And you don't go to the river where you're on your menstrual flow, you don't dispose waste because the community got to be angry with you. But that was a perfect way of telling the people not to pollute the environment, especially the water. And again, I will be talking on, like Mama actually said on the 4 arrows, reduce your waste, recycle your waste, recover, reduce, reuse, recycle, and recover. Pessu Community is a case study we are handling now. And if we look at the river,
we have a coordinator, assistant coordinator, and someone that is helping me. I happen to be the treasurer. I grew up in this environment. I used to swim at this water from here. We would swim there, we would come here every day and go back there. And now we cannot swim. Even at the Pessu Market jetty, we used to go do fishing and talk about Ecological and cash crabs. But now the river is nothing to talk about. I'm involved in rehabilitation of rivers. I did NDC project in the rehabilitation of the Warri River, right from Afisere Amekwa, Ojumude, Ojeri, down to Federal Government College at Warri. I left there, I went to Ojumude. I did the same rehabilitation project in Ojumude for many years. This river can be rehabilitated. I remember when we were young, government comes around, they pack the river, after packing, they will dredge. But now, government is doing nothing about it. And what they are doing here will not end here. I want to assure everybody, it will not end here. A lot of things will still go on, a lot of agitation will go on. We work with all the necessary authorities to ensure that this river is navigable. This river will be rehabilitated. Whatever we are doing here today, it will not be a waste. I want to thank you all for coming. Thank you very much.
One day that is doing so much about the river Ethiopia. And we know that the source of the river Ethiopia, if you have ever been there, starts from just the bottom of the tree. And it winds down like that until it becomes rivers that we see beautifully with a lot of resources. But just mere seeing it on the surface, and when you dive deep, you see a lot of people going to Abraka River to swim for ages now. Now, why are they talking about right of rivers? The rivers have rights. Right of rivers because God, in the first place, made rivers. And He makes rivers for a specific purposes. And with time, as we begin to grow and populations are there, we now begin to encroach on these natural things that God has given. Now, when you now read to our own environment, we talk about the Niger Delta and specifically the 3 Warri local government areas. Let's look at Warri as an example. And when we talk about Warri as an example, we see that God has so placed Warri in a strategic location that brings these rivers to feed us. And starting from the 50s or the colonial eras, when we have MPA coming up. The whole of MPA before has the mangroves, the Badudu, where the one that line it straight down to one where, and it goes on like that, left and right, as you can see from here.